Becky Lynch is squashed in 12 seconds after Raw goes off the air. Kofi Kingston reacts to fans making fun of his Royal Rumble botch. And Paul Heyman sends a 3-word message after betraying Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. What's up, everyone? I'm Jose G, and there's a lot to talk about in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. Never miss brand new content by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Becky Lynch is squashed in 12 seconds after Raw goes off the air. Lynch and WWE Hall of Famer Lita closed out this week's episode of Monday Night Raw with big-time Bex accepting the Veterans Challenge for a match at Elimination Chamber. After the show went off the air, she was set to face Bianca Belair in a singles match. Becky Lynch wasn't keen on entering the ring, but Lita had other plans in mind. She forced the man to go inside the ring and face Belair. Lynch immediately charged at the EST of WWE upon entering the ring, but the former SmackDown Women's Champion ducked and executed the KOD on her. This was enough for the pin, and thus Belair squashed Lynch in 12 seconds to a huge pop from the live crowd. Last year at SummerSlam, Bianca Belair faced Lynch with the former SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. The latter had made her big return after more than a year and received a loud pop from 51,000 fans in attendance. She struck Belair with a forearm and followed it with a manhandle slam. A 3 count later, Becky Lynch was the new SmackDown Women's Champion. The two superstars feuded for weeks on end on their SummerSlam outing, but Bianca Belair failed to win the title back. She lasted almost 50 minutes in the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble match before being eliminated by Charlotte Flair. This week, Belair made a huge statement by squashing possibly the biggest current female star in WWE today. Lynch will be defending her Raw Women's title against Lita at Elimination Chamber 2022 in Saudi Arabia. No matter who comes out on top on February 19th, the WWE Universe would love to see Belair challenge the victor. Former champion rejects John Laurinaitis' recent WWE return offer. Nia Jax turned down the opportunity to return to WWE as a participant in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Several former superstars competed in the 30-women match on Saturday, including the Bella Twins and Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion Mickie James. The Inspiration, formerly known as the Iconics, were approached about returning, but they rejected WWE's offer. Jax confirmed on Renee Paquette's Oral Sessions podcast that WWE's head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis, also reached out to her. Jax started hysterically laughing when she picked up the phone because she initially thought one of her friends was impersonating Laurinaitis. She only realized it was really him when he informed her this was an official call. Although he reached out to Nia Jax about the Royal Rumble, John Laurinaitis did not guarantee the recently released superstar a spot in the match. According to Jax, she would have only been added to the list of potential entrants if she agreed to return. WWE Chairman Vince McMahon then had the final say on whether or not she would appear. The 37-year-old heard from somebody in WWE that the company did not want her to feel left out. In Jax's opinion, that reason was BS, and they only approached her due to the low number of female superstars on the roster. Kofi Kingston reacts to fans making fun of his Royal Rumble botch. Kofi Kingston has written a detailed post on his official Instagram account looking back at his Royal Rumble botch and the backlash that came after it. For those unaware, Kingston lasted 21 seconds in the men's Royal Rumble match. When Kevin Owens launched him towards the barricade, the latter grabbed it. Unfortunately, his feet touched the floor, and the visual could be clearly seen on WWE's cameras. The botch led to Kingston's elimination from the match. The former WWE Champion has now shared a heartfelt post on his Instagram handle, reacting to people making fun of his botched spot. Shortly after Kingston messed up his Royal Rumble spot, Bryan Alvarez reported that WWE had big plans for him in the match. Kofi was supposed to get involved in major spots with Big E. Shortly after Kofi's elimination, Big E entered at number 26. He lasted just over 6 minutes before being eliminated by Riddle and Randy Orton. Kofi Kingston has successfully executed Royal Rumble spots in the past. Every year, fans wonder what incredible tactic Kofi has planned to survive in the Battle Royale. However, these stunts are tricky, and the slightest mistake can lead to a botch, as witnessed this year. It's beyond impressive that Kingston successfully performed his ringside Royal Rumble spots for years on end without a hitch. Kofi's streak finally came to an end this year but not before he gave the fans a bunch of unique spots that they'll remember for a long time to come. Roman Reigns is set to defend the Universal title against a former WWE Champion before WrestleMania 38. Roman Reigns has a major obstacle on his road to WrestleMania 38, where he is set to take on his arch-rival Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns lost to Seth Rollins via DQ at the Royal Rumble event. Later in the night, Reigns cost Brock Lesnar his WWE title. Lesnar won the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match and will face the Tribal Chief at WrestleMania 38. During a commercial break on Monday Night Raw, a major announcement was made about Reigns' next title defense. Reigns will have to go through former rival Drew McIntyre at a SmackDown Live event in Quebec on March 6. The bout will be contested for the Universal title. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre have faced off in singles competition on 4 occasions so far. Interestingly, the Tribal Chief has yet to lose to McIntyre in singles competition. Drew McIntyre is determined to get back on top after losing the WWE title last year. He gave an incredible performance in the 2022 Royal Rumble match and lasted almost 20 minutes. In the end, Brock Lesnar eliminated McIntyre to win the 30-man match. The former WWE Champion now has another shot at becoming the top champion when he meets Reigns on March 6th. If McIntyre somehow manages to defeat Reigns, he will be the one to face Lesnar at WrestleMania 38. Paul Heyman sends a 3-word message after betraying Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. The 2022 Royal Rumble saw yet another interesting twist in the saga of Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman. The Beast Incarnate was scheduled to defend his WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley on the show. Roman Reigns interfered in the title bout with the assistance of Heyman, costing Lesnar the WWE title. Paul Heyman walked away alongside Roman Reigns at the end of the match, hinting that the two are back together. This comes a few weeks after the Tribal Chief fired Heyman from his position as special counsel on SmackDown. Following his massive betrayal, Paul Heyman has now broken his silence. He shared a picture of himself introducing Brock Lesnar at the show ahead of his WWE Championship match. The caption interestingly reads, "One last time." It could possibly be hinting that his alliance with the Beast Incarnate is officially over for good. While things didn't go according to plan for Brock Lesnar in the WWE title match, he more than made up for it later in the night. The Beast Incarnate entered the Men's Royal Rumble match at the number 30 spot as a surprise entrant. In dominant fashion, it took less than 3 minutes to eliminate 5 WWE superstars and win the Rumble. Lesnar announced that he is going to face Reigns at WrestleMania, but it will be title for title, and challenged Lashley for a rematch for the title. The Almighty declined the offer, but WWE official Adam Pearce liked the idea and ended up adding Lesnar in the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title set for Saudi Arabia. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. For exclusive content that you never want to miss, you gotta subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash that notification bell so you never miss whenever we drop brand new content. Follow us on all social media and download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.